In a world filled with diverse individuals, the challenge of understanding the intentions of others becomes a crucial skill. At its core, the ability to recognize harmful or malicious behavior is not about labeling or judging, but about protecting ourselves and others from unnecessary harm. Evil, in this context, doesn't necessarily refer to grand, dramatic acts of villainy, but to the subtle, often insidious ways some people may manipulate, harm, or exploit those around them for personal gain. To truly navigate life with wisdom, it's essential to understand the traits and behaviors that signal someone may not have the best intentions. Recognizing these signs early on can prevent emotional turmoil, toxic relationships, and personal setbacks. This awareness isn't about fostering suspicion or mistrust in everyone, but rather about empowering ourselves with discernment to distinguish between genuine connections and those that drain our energy or undermine our growth. Evil tendencies often stem from deeper insecurities, a lack of empathy, or a drive for self-preservation at the expense of others. Such individuals may cloak their intentions in charm or flattery, making them difficult to spot at first glance. They might manipulate situations, spread negativity, or prey on the vulnerabilities of others, all while appearing outwardly friendly or helpful. Understanding these patterns is not about creating fear, but fostering a sense of self-awareness and resilience. Being able to spot these traits doesn't make us judgmental, it makes us cautious. When we identify potential harm, we can take steps to protect ourselves, establish boundaries, and cultivate environments that promote positivity and growth. This discernment allows us to create healthier relationships and focus on connections that uplift us rather than drain us. It's also vital to remember that no one is inherently evil by nature. Often, harmful behaviors arise from past experiences, trauma, or unresolved pain. While this understanding doesn't excuse malicious actions, it provides context and encourages us to approach life with compassion and wisdom. Spotting toxic traits doesn't mean we retaliate with animosity, it means we prioritize our well-being and surround ourselves with those who align with our values. Learning to identify harmful individuals starts with self-reflection. By understanding our own vulnerabilities and triggers, we can recognize when someone is attempting to exploit them. This self-awareness acts as a shield, enabling us to maintain clarity in relationships and interactions. It also allows us to respond with strength rather than fear, ensuring that we remain grounded even when faced with negativity. The ability to spot an evil person is not about labeling people as good or bad, but about identifying behaviors that don't align with our well-being or the collective good. It's about recognizing when someone's actions repeatedly cause harm, whether intentional or unintentional, and making the conscious choice to distance ourselves from such influences. As we journey through life, we'll inevitably encounter people with varying intentions. Some will uplift us, challenge us to grow, and bring positivity to our lives. Others may drain our energy, undermine our confidence, or lead us astray. Recognizing the difference is a skill that grows with experience and awareness. It's a skill that ensures we remain true to our purpose and values, even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, spotting harmful individuals is not about focusing on negativity, but about fostering a life filled with positivity, authenticity, and growth. It's about choosing to invest our time and energy in relationships that nurture our spirit and align with our aspirations. By doing so, we create a space where goodness thrives, where our potential is fully realized, and where the actions of others no longer dictate our happiness or success. Malicious intent often operates in subtle and deceptive ways, making it difficult to identify at first glance. Evil individuals rarely reveal their true motives openly. Instead, they mask their intentions under the guise of friendliness, charm, or helpfulness. This subtlety is what makes spotting malicious intent a critical skill for maintaining personal and emotional safety. People with harmful intentions tend to exploit vulnerabilities, using manipulation and deceit to serve their agendas. They may initially appear supportive or generous, creating an illusion of trustworthiness. However, their actions eventually reveal patterns of selfishness, deceit, or harm. For instance, they may engage in passive-aggressive behavior, give backhanded compliments, or undermine others under the pretext of helping. These subtle cues often serve as red flags, signaling their true nature. Understanding malicious intent also requires paying attention to energy and emotional impact. Individuals with harmful motives often leave others feeling drained, insecure, or uneasy. If someone consistently makes you question your worth or motives, it's worth considering whether their presence is genuinely constructive. The key to spotting this subtle form of malevolence lies in self-awareness and intuition. Trust your instincts when interactions feel off or insincere. Observing consistent behaviors over time is more telling than relying on isolated incidents. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift rather than deplete you, and set clear boundaries to safeguard your emotional space. Ultimately, recognizing the subtle nature of malicious intent empowers you to make informed decisions about who you allow into your life. By doing so, you can cultivate an environment of trust, positivity, and growth while protecting yourself from unnecessary harm. Manipulative behaviors often hide beneath a veneer of kindness or sincerity, making them difficult to detect at first. However, recognizing these tactics is essential for protecting yourself from undue influence or harm. Manipulation is a tool used by individuals who seek to control or exploit others for personal gain, often at the expense of the manipulated person's well-being. One hallmark of manipulative behavior is the use of guilt or obligation to influence actions. Manipulators might frame requests as acts of generosity that require reciprocation, subtly pressuring you into compliance. They often distort facts or twist words to shift blame, making you question your perspective and feel responsible for situations beyond your control. Another common tactic is emotional exploitation. Manipulative people prey on vulnerabilities, using emotions like fear, love, or insecurity as leverage. For example, they may feign helplessness to gain sympathy or exaggerate conflicts to divert attention from their wrongdoings. This emotional game leaves you feeling conflicted and doubting your instincts. Gaslighting is another manipulative technique where individuals deliberately distort the truth to make you question your memory or perception. They may dismiss your concerns as overreactions or fabricate scenarios to assert their dominance over your reality. Recognizing manipulation also involves identifying inconsistencies between words and actions. A manipulator's promises often lack follow-through, exposing a pattern of deceit or empty assurances. They may frequently shift their stance or rewrite past events to suit their narrative. To counter manipulation, cultivate self-awareness and trust your instincts. If a relationship leaves you feeling confused, drained, or controlled, it's a sign worth investigating. Establish clear boundaries and maintain open communication, ensuring that your autonomy and self-respect remain intact. Recognizing manipulative behaviors is the first step in regaining control over your interactions and fostering healthier relationships. Empathy plays a crucial role in identifying harmful individuals, as it allows you to sense the underlying intentions behind a person's actions. While empathy helps build meaningful and supportive relationships, it can also serve as a tool for discerning when someone may be operating with malicious motives. The ability to understand and connect with others emotionally equips you with insights into their behavior and intentions, helping you navigate interactions with greater awareness. One way empathy aids in spotting harmful individuals is through recognizing a lack of reciprocal emotional depth. Genuine relationships thrive on mutual understanding and care, but harmful individuals often lack the capacity for authentic empathy. They may dismiss others' emotions, fail to validate feelings, or show indifference to suffering. Paying attention to these cues can reveal a self-serving or exploitative mindset. Empathy also helps you identify patterns of behavior that signal a disregard for others' well-being. A person with harmful intent might manipulate emotions or exploit vulnerabilities to serve their interests. By tuning into these subtle dynamics, empathy enables you to detect when interactions feel one-sided or insincere. Conversely, empathy helps differentiate between harmful individuals and those who may act out of pain or misunderstanding. It encourages you to seek context and identify whether someone's behavior stems from unresolved personal struggles rather than malicious intent. This distinction prevents unnecessary conflict and fosters a balanced approach to handling difficult relationships. To leverage empathy effectively, it's important to pair it with critical thinking and self-awareness. Empathy without boundaries can leave you vulnerable to manipulation, while a balanced approach enables you to maintain passion without compromising your well-being. Ultimately, empathy empowers you to form deeper connections while protecting yourself from harmful individuals who lack genuine care or integrity. Protecting yourself through self-awareness is an essential step in identifying and shielding yourself from harmful individuals. Self-awareness empowers you to recognize your emotional triggers, understand your values, and set boundaries, all of which are vital in maintaining a sense of security and integrity in your relationships. Self-awareness begins with understanding your emotional responses to different situations and people. Harmful individuals often exploit insecurities or emotional blind spots to manipulate and control. By identifying your triggers, those moments when you feel particularly vulnerable, angry, or confused, you can gain better control over your reactions. This makes it harder for someone with malicious intent to exploit your emotions for their gain. Knowing your values and boundaries is another crucial aspect of self-awareness. When you're clear about what you stand for and what behaviors you will not tolerate, you can quickly identify when someone is crossing the line. Harmful individuals often test boundaries subtly at first, and self-awareness enables you to recognize and address these behaviors early, preventing further manipulation. Self-awareness also involves understanding your intuition. Sometimes your instincts may signal discomfort or unease around certain individuals, even when there's no immediate evidence of wrongdoing. Trusting and investigating these feelings can provide insights into whether someone's actions align with your values and emotional safety. Developing self-awareness requires regular reflection. Practices like journaling, meditation, or speaking with trusted friends or counselors can help you better understand your experiences and patterns. By engaging in these practices, you become more attuned to your needs, enabling you to spot red flags and avoid unhealthy dynamics. Ultimately, self-awareness not only helps you protect yourself from harmful individuals, but also fosters growth and resilience. It allows you to build stronger, healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding while safeguarding your emotional well-being. Approaching situations with compassion and wisdom is an invaluable skill, especially when navigating interactions with people who may have harmful intentions or conflicting values. This approach combines the ability to empathize with others while maintaining clarity and discernment, allowing you to protect yourself without losing your humanity or sense of purpose. Compassion begins with an understanding that every individual, even those with seemingly malicious intent, has a story and experiences that shape their behavior. By acknowledging this, you cultivate a mindset that avoids immediate judgment and fosters patience. Compassion does not mean excusing harmful behavior, but rather choosing not to react with anger or hatred. This mindset helps you remain grounded and less emotionally entangled, which is crucial in maintaining objectivity. Wisdom complements compassion by providing the discernment to recognize when a situation or individual may pose a threat to your well-being. Wisdom is about understanding the nuances of human behavior and knowing when to engage, step back, or set firm boundaries. It involves assessing situations rationally, considering both the immediate context and long-term consequences. Wisdom empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, ensuring that your actions align with your values and best interests. The balance of compassion and wisdom is especially important in challenging situations. For instance, if someone exhibits manipulative or toxic behavior, compassion allows you to see beyond their actions and understand potential root causes, such as insecurities or past traumas. At the same time, wisdom helps you recognize that their behavior is not your responsibility to fix and enables you to establish boundaries that protect your emotional and mental health. This balanced approach also applies to resolving conflicts. Compassion encourages open communication and understanding, fostering an environment where concerns can be addressed without hostility. Wisdom, on the other hand, ensures that you do not compromise your integrity or safety in the process. This dual perspective can lead to more meaningful and constructive resolutions. In addition to protecting yourself, approaching situations with compassion and wisdom positively influences those around you. Your ability to respond with kindness and clarity can inspire others to reflect on their actions and possibly change harmful behaviors. It creates a ripple effect of understanding and growth, even in difficult circumstances. To cultivate this balance, it's helpful to practice self-awareness and mindfulness. Reflect on your responses to various situations. Seek feedback from trusted individuals and engage in practices like meditation or journaling. These habits help you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your reactions, allowing you to navigate life with greater empathy and insight. Ultimately, approaching situations with compassion and wisdom empowers you to maintain your inner peace while addressing challenges with grace and resilience. It is a practice that not only safeguards your well-being, but also fosters healthier, more meaningful relationships and interactions in all aspects of life. Prioritizing positive connections and personal well-being is a cornerstone of living a fulfilling, balanced, and meaningful life. When you consciously choose to nurture relationships that uplift and support you while safeguarding your mental, emotional, and physical health, you create a foundation for sustained happiness and resilience. Positive connections are those that encourage growth, mutual respect, and understanding. They are built on trust, shared values, and genuine care. These relationships, whether with family, friends, colleagues, or romantic partners, provide emotional support, foster confidence, and help you navigate life's challenges. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire and empower you not only boosts your self-esteem, but also reinforces your ability to pursue your goals and dreams. These connections act as a buffer against negativity, creating a network of encouragement and solidarity. Conversely, negative relationships characterized by toxicity, manipulation, or constant conflict can drain your energy and harm your well-being. Recognizing when to step back from such dynamics is vital to preserving your inner peace. This doesn't mean cutting ties recklessly. It involves setting boundaries, communicating your needs, and making thoughtful decisions about the relationships you maintain. Prioritizing personal well-being complements building positive connections. Taking care of yourself is not selfish but essential. When you prioritize your mental and physical health, you have more energy and capacity to contribute positively to your relationships and endeavors. Personal well-being encompasses self-care routines, mindfulness practices, regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and sufficient rest. It also includes pursuing passions, hobbies, and experiences that bring joy and fulfillment. Balancing positive connections with personal well-being requires self-awareness and intentionality. Regularly evaluate your relationships and commitments to ensure they align with your values and aspirations. By prioritizing positivity and self-care, you create an environment where you can thrive and inspire others to do the same. Ending a speech without headings allows the speaker to deliver a more emotional and fluid conclusion, leaving a stronger, lasting impact. Without the distraction of a formal structure or additional markers, the speaker can focus on delivering a heartfelt message that resonates deeply with the audience. This approach helps the audience reflect on the key ideas shared throughout the speech, tying them together into a powerful and cohesive final thought. It feels more natural, intimate, and personal, reinforcing the speaker's message without interruption. Moreover, it encourages listeners to take away the core lesson of the speech and think about it in the context of their own lives, increasing the likelihood of positive action or change. Ending without headings ensures the message is heard and remembered in a way that feels authentic and meaningful.